The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rocket?
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Smith now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Haskins to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
90 wolf. Skip this. Check safety. You're out.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possible. Let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 40.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Come off the ball. Slam, slam, slam.
Second and 5 now. Haskins eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to...
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Montez Sweat in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Hey, kill. 56 is the mic. Check it out.
Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Geis. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Haskins on third down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now he's forced out left. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the up. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw, Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Ryan Kerrigan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Watch him go 46.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And he's going to go down again.
They can't stop that. Every time there's a sack. Come on, Starks.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the
pressure gets to him, and down he goes, back at the 4-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Now Peterson running right. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Room past the 20. Complete. Richardson has it as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. On first down. This is Geis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now Haskins on 1st down. Off to Geis on the screen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd down and 17.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Haskins back to the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
At the 8-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready? Right. Mike's by 4. Here we go, D.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And an alley to run. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 84 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Haskins. Got a man. That's Quinn. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities. 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go, King.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Haskins to throw it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
To throw is Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there.